Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic and Movie Show. My name is Deshaun and today I'm here to talk about the weird bizarre news that just dropped about 20 minutes ago, which is DC has announced that they have announced another spinoff. Yes, another spinoff. They have a lot of spinoffs. I don't know what's going on over there at DC. I'm starting to think there really is someone over in DC just throwing darts at a board. I just get the feeling that when DC has their big meetings, whoever's the head of DC is just like, you get a spinoff, and you get a spinoff, and you get a spinoff too. You want a spinoff? You get a spinoff. Supergirl gets a spinoff. Batman, the new Batman gets 2 spinoffs. You know the Snyder Cut, it might get a spinoff too. We might be spinning off. I'm like, good lord, what's with all these damn spinoffs of things we haven't even seen yet, by the way. But I digress. I'm going to get into it. They are making a spinoff, and it's been announced by James Gunn himself and John Cena have both tweeted about it. They're a spinoff for the character Peacemaker that John Cena is playing in the Suicide Squad. It's Suicide Squad 2 / reboot, but they're just going to call it the Suicide Squad. You know, that's what you do when you reboot things these days. That's the modern day reboot, is just putting the word the in front of it and being like, nothing else happened. But, yeah, that's what they announced. The Suicide Squad, this John Cena, his Peacemaker character, is getting a spinoff. I think series? I don't know if it was a series or a movie, but he's getting a spinoff on HBO Max. Which to that I go, huh? First of all, that character is not, no one knows, only a hardcore DC fan would even know who the hell Peacemaker is. 2, the movie doesn't come out for a while. The movie doesn't come out till next year, till mid next year. The movie doesn't come out till almost I don't know. I think it comes out mid next year. But it's not coming out anytime soon. We haven't gotten an official trailer for it. The only thing we got was a featurette that was just showing behind the scenes stuff and announcing who's in the movie. We haven't seen a single line of dialogue from John Cena yet. Better yet, anyone in the movie. Not a sequence, not a tone thing. We haven't seen a tonal trailer or anything like that. And yet they're announcing this spinoff, and the way they're announcing it is can you believe it? Peacemaker's getting a spinoff. The hell is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? That'd be if when Guardians of the Galaxy was coming out, they said, we're making a Rocket Raccoon spinoff, but before Guardians came out. If before Guardians came out, you had heard Marvel say, we're making a Rocket Raccoon spinoff. It'd be who the fuck is Rocket Raccoon and why do we care? And that's exactly how I felt. I was just huh? I mean, you couple that with the 2 spinoffs that they've already sort of announced about, the Batman with the Catwoman spinoff that they're talking about doing on HBO Max and the Gotham GC PD spinoff they're talking about doing. You couple that with the conversations being had about doing spinoffs from the Snyder Cut to allow Snyder to do more stuff in his own little pocket world. I mean, you got it gets freaking crazy. You got the Justice League Dark stuff. DC has shit all over the place. First, they just canceled Supergirl, and then you got the spinoff from Supergirl happening, but Supergirl itself got canceled. DC is fucking anarchy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Some guy in a comment left this beautiful comment. I wish I could remember the word for word comment, but it was something along the lines of, chaos isn't good. It's you don't want to get a freaking sandwich and they be like, we don't know how this sandwich is gonna be, and it's oh, that's so exciting, we don't know what's gonna be in this sandwich. Yeah, it could be a fucking spike. We don't know. It could be spike. That's the difference, which is why I say it. I think people that's why people got such a rough feelings towards Marvel, because they know, because even the most stern Marvel hater knows at the end of the day, DC might be able to hit higher highs than the MCU, and I will admit this, but their lows are drastically lower. When they miss, it is a terrible dud. It's one of the worst things you've ever seen. When Marvel misses, you're that was generic, I didn't even really care about it. That's it. When DC misses, it's that was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And right now, DC has yet to find, they don't really have a, what's the word I'm looking for? Quality control. And right now, they're just letting all of their creators do whatever the hell they want to do, which is cool. I've already said it before. I said it in the video. There's only two ways you can do this. Either A, you just let the creatives do what they want, and you don't try to make a cinematic universe, and you just let them do whatever they want. If you get the chance to do some cool things and mix it up things, cool, you do it, but you just, generally speaking, nothing's really connected, and you let everyone do whatever the hell they want. It allows you to swing for bigger fences. It allows you to hit bigger highs, but it also allows for more duds, more drastic drops, and, you know, things of that nature. Or you do what the MCU does, which is quality control. You let the creatives do but so much. You basically give the creatives like 75% of the movie. It's like 75% of this movie is all you. You can do whatever you want. But we need you to add, but this 20-some%, we need you to do what we need you to do. We need you to add this, and this. We need this to be in there. How you do all that, how you get to all that, that's up to you. But we need these things in this movie, and we might need these things in this movie. And if you can, we want to put this character in this movie, but it's not a deal breaker. As seen as Captain Marvel got pushed back, and Ant-Man and the Wasp supposed to be in the first original Avengers, so they pushed that back, but you know, that wasn't gonna fit, so they pushed that back. So Marvel's not really that tacky about like introductions of characters. They're just like, we need you to hit this and this. Other than that, you can't do but get too crazy, but you can get crazy. But like there's a lot of like there's like this sandbox, and you have to play inside, and you have to play inside the sandbox's rule set. While these and that can be constraining, but at the same time, it makes it so that there's a certain level of quality. The movie will never drop. The MCU will never drop below a certain amount of quality. Even if you don't like Captain Marvel, you probably would say you didn't like it, but you don't think it was the worst comic book movie you've ever seen. You don't think it's one of the worst comic book movies of all time. You don't think it's in the same category with Green Lantern and the Schumacher Batman and things of that nature. You probably don't even think it's in the same category with Suicide Squad and whatnot. And it made a shit ton of money. So like that's kind of Marvel's thing, is like we're gonna keep it there, so that way we never ever lose the casual audience. While DC is like, I don't know what DC's doing. I honestly don't. It's been mixed messages all the freaking time over there. 1 minute they're talking about, oh, well, it is sort of all interconnected. And then they're like, well, actually, it's not really interconnected. Oh, this is the pocket universe. This is like the Batman universe. The Batman movies, the Matt Reeves Batman movies are in their own universe. But the Zack Snyder thing, they might be doing his own universe. Oh, and it's like, dude, what the hell is going on over there, dude? It's fucking chaos. They're just greenlighting things. And I digress. I have no real opinion on this Peacemaker thing, on this John Cena Peacemaker thing. I can't have an opinion until I actually see the movie. Hell, I wish I had a trailer to watch. At least now I have a trailer for the Matt Reeves Batman, even though not enough of it to make me excited about a Gotham GCPD or a Catwoman show because I didn't see anything in it. So I was like, I don't know. But Warner Brothers and DC in general, well, probably AT&T are just greenlighting crap out the wazoo, and it is crazy. Like I said, I would understand like if the Batman had came out and it was a huge success, and people were talking about how they love Commissioner Gordon, and people were talking about how they love Catwoman, and they went with greenlighting those things. It was like, boom, makes perfect sense. Hit the iron while it's hot. Get those spinoffs off. Build out your world. Build out your entire thing. You're good to go. I'd be like, all right, I get that. Or if the Suicide Squad came out and everyone was talking about how John Cena's character is a fan favorite. Everyone's like, oh my god, John Cena was fantastic. He was great. He was hysterical. He survived. You're making a spinoff about him? I can't wait to see. But none of that has happened. No one has really, yeah, sure, some test audiences have seen Suicide Squad and said that it's the best thing ever. Test audience also said BVS was the best thing ever. Then the movie came out, and things weren't as they claimed. Hey, to be fair, I will go to the MCU as well. Test audiences also said that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was the best sequel in the MCU. That is incorrect. I like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but it is not the best sequel. It is not. It's not. I think there are 3, maybe 4 sequels better than that movie. Thor Ragnarok, Far From Home, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Endgame. Like, I could keep going with that one. It's not the best. It's right with Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's what Guardians 3 is. It's right with Ant-Man and the Wasp as a really solid good sequel, as a really solid sequel. Not fantastic, not mind-blowing, but fun, really good time at the movies, solid sequel. But it ain't that big. But the test audience for Guardians 2 was talking about something. It's just like the biggest thing since the Avengers. And I saw the movie and I was like, I had fun. Not as good as the first one, but I had fun. Like, so I'm a fair man. That happens. You can't take test audience's word verbatim. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? James Gunn, and John Cena are working on a Peacemaker spinoff show from Suicide Squad that hasn't come out, and we don't even have an actual trailer for it yet. I don't know what DC's doing. They're just opening it up. You get one. You get one. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.